The rivers, maybe to people who haven't spent much time around rivers, do look the same. But upon maybe some closer look or the more time you spend, you start to see the differences in the two here in Dinosaur. On the Green River through Lador Canyon, the water is clearer, it's a lot colder. You don't have very many islands or back channels, and the water is a lot deeper. By contrast, the Yampa Canyon, lots of islands, lots of back channels where the water is more shallow and warmer. The water in the Yampa is also noticeably cloudier. And you see sandbars that are not stable because they get regularly flooded. The Yampa looks the way it does because it's still relatively free-flowing. The flows on the Yampa are dictated by how much snowpack there is. That natural cycle is what has created and what continues to maintain the variety of habitats here for plants and animals.
This stretch of the Green River is really interesting. There's a reservoir upstream of here called Flaming Gorge that was built in the 60s that supports hydropower that has altered the flow and the original habitat of the Green River. Because of the reservoir and the dam, the natural sediment that normally comes down doesn't make its way downstream on the Green River.
The animals and plants that are native to this region evolved or developed in a high sediment environment and require that for different parts of their life cycle.
The Colorado pike minnow, the razorback sucker, the bony tail, and the humpback chub, those species, when they evolved to need sediment. Those species are impacted.
As a biologist, the things I see every time I'm on the river, I see something different. I'm inspired to think about something different every time I come down. So one of the amazing things about Dinosaur is that we have this natural laboratory that we can study the effects of a dammed river. We can study a relatively unregulated system, the Yampa River, to its confluence with the Green River at Echo Park. And then a hybrid of the two below Echo Park. All of the characteristics of the Yampa River are what keep that hybrid Green River below the confluence alive. Native fish still travel up the Green River because of the influence of the Yampa River. The Yampa River is contributing that sediment, moderating that water temperature to make it a little bit warmer below the confluence. There are a number of threats to the Yampa River. Number one is the expansion, the growing population in the west. People need water. Different dams or diversions have been proposed, which will be a threat for the foreseeable future. Another threat to this system is invasive species. So we're looking at different avenues, different tools and techniques to work on invasive species. To have the opportunity to see these differences and work in a place that is like no other national park unit in the system. To have this natural laboratory and carry those lessons to other river systems in the West, it's a really special opportunity.